Hello, good morning, guys. Yesterday I got a call from the car company and said, look, we need you to change cars because we're selling off this car because it's reached a certain amount of mileage on it. And they're like, okay, well, yeah, I can come in and change cars over. And she goes, yeah, we'll give you a different car instead, a Dualis, a Nissan Dualis. And she said, it's a much better car, blah, 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 blah. So anyway, I'm like, yeah, that's fine, da, 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 da. She goes, because you've been with this for such a long time and you've got a long-term rental, we'll give you this car. And I'm like, yeah, cool. So anyway, I looked it up on the internet after I ended up with call yesterday, and oh my god, they're giving us an SUV. So hopefully they stick to their word today and they actually do get what they said they were going to give us. So yeah, we're just around the corner from the place now. I just have to fill up the car first, just to make sure it's full petroleum before we take it back. But yeah, if we get an SUV, oh my goodness, that'd be pretty damn amazing. So yeah, in a couple minutes time, I will film after we switch cars, and hopefully we're in something shiny, something almost new, and something quite bigger than what this car is. So yeah, I haven't driven an SUV before, so it'll be an experience. I picked up the car and I've driven it. I've driven it for like an hour and a half now. Look at a pet tennis court in their backyard.
I know, they do.
Fancy,
with lights and the whole
fancy. I don't know if you'll be able to see that. You can see the lights in their backyard, guys. Tennis court in there. Yeah, picked up the car, driven around for like 2 hours now. Not a fan at all. The reason we had to pick it up is just because the company that we rent from, they're getting rid of their whole fleet of Holden Cruisers. They're switching it over to either a new cruise or a different like mid-sized car or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, so we had to give up the cruise for this thing. But then we got to give this thing back on Monday because that's when our first contract is up from when we started renting the car. And unfortunately, they won't be able to keep the same like deal that we've had. Because you remember when we picked up the car all that time ago, we were supposed to get like a little Nissan Micra for the rate that we were going to pay, and they didn't have a Micra at that time, which is why we got the cruise and kept the cruise for the whole duration, because once they gave us that car, they couldn't downgrade us again. But because I'll be starting a new contract, I had to book in a new car to start a new contract. And yeah, the trick that we usually do of like trying to sneakily rent something the night before and then going there and just yeah, letting it be a crapshoot as to what we were going to pick up didn't work this time. I had to give them advance warning that I wanted a new car again because I didn't want to be stuck there when I took this car back on Monday and not have anything to come home in. So I had to start a new contract. So we're going to have a little itty bitty Nissan bike ride.
a clown car.
A little itty bitty, oh my god.
The back seat's just going to, all you'll be able to fit
I don't know.
is BP's car seat.
Yeah, but we have to put the car seat on the side. She's going to have to lay down across the seat. You put her in the back, when she puts her feet up against the back of the seat, you'll have.
No, they'll be hanging over my shoulders.
Yeah, she'll be able to stick her toes in your ear. So yeah, we'll have a little itty bitty car, unfortunately. So what we're hoping for is that we get one that is close to needing to have a service done, so then we can drive it, and once the service clock's over, we can call the next morning and say, oh, we need to swap over the car because it needs to have a service, and then hopefully they're not prepared for it and they have to give us a bigger car that's in the lot. That's the only way we're going to get another larger car again. But
we're going to have to be smart. Do you know what we're going to have to do? We're going to have to do reconnaissance.
Reconnaissance?
Yeah, so that, we keep it for like a week, right?
Yeah.
And then we drive there at like 1:30 in the morning, see what's in the lot, and then come home, right? And then go back there at 8 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, and say, oh, we come to change the car over because it needs service.
We're so sneaky.
And you know, so yeah, here's the keys.
Here's a Micra here. We'll get one of these.
Oh, piss off! That's not a Micra, is it? Oh my god!
little Tonka toy car.
Oh my god!
Little Matchbox car.
And that's not only it. The seats are going to be like 2 pieces of foam.
It's going to be this. We've been pretty spoiled over the last couple of months having this cruise.
We shouldn't complain.
So
the cruise for the price of a Micra. So.
But anyway, what can you do? Not much. You just gotta get what you're given.
Now I've got to put the camo gear on in a couple of weeks' time and get our way out of it.
We'll see. Really? I turned the camera on and you stopped chirping? You were just singing. Sing, bird, sing. Wow. It was making the nicest chirps. Bird, you're an asshole. Chat. Nope.
This is awesome. Look, it's got an inbuilt sat nav GPS system, and then as soon as I turn it on to put it in reverse, it goes into the... Oh my god, really? Like, really? Oh my god. That is the kind of kid I do want to run over.
Hi.
How close were you then?
Huh?
How close were you at the very end then?
Licking the camera nearly.
Oh really? Because I was gonna fucking take my foot off the brake and just
That would have been fun.
Yeah. So that's a pretty cool feature.
She was a one-eye fire purple people leader. One-eye fire purple people leader.
Yeah, you eat that dick. No.
Charlocks Bobby to me.
Okay, bye.
You didn't even point the camera at me. How long you been vlogging now?
You're in perfect focus.
How long you been on the camera? How long you been vlogging now?
Perfect frame. Widescreen, you can't miss the best. Alright, we're going back.
You know your neighbour is serious about mowing his lawn when it's 6 PM at night. During winter, it is pitch dark outside and he is out there. Good God. He can't even see what he's doing. He's probably going to run over his own foot.
Hey guys. Got pins and needles in my feet. First off, hate my hair. Don't worry, I'm getting rid of it soon. Not my hair, the colour. Yeah, tonight Ramos came over to do his homework and stuff, and I've been not weaning off, but I used to take 5 pills a day and now I'm only taking 4. And I was taking 5 and I wasn't having any outbursts or any like major rage incidents or anything, but I just felt like I had no fire anymore, like no spark. And after being a really fiery person all my life, mainly because of the, you know, bipolar and schizophrenia and all that, but yeah, I've always been a really feisty person. And yeah, the medication was just totally dulling me down, and I said that's the reason, one of the reasons I didn't want to go on medication is because I didn't want to be like a zombie. I didn't want to just be blur. I wanted to still have my pep and my up and go and my passion and everything, and I just wasn't feeling it. So I've been weaning off and everything, and last weekend when he was here, he stayed 2 nights, and I had this massive fight with Mum while he was waiting outside in the car. And I got in the car, and he knows me so well, like it was obvious that I was upset, and we went out and we had our pancake date, and then we came back home and everything was fine. Like Mum's just used to it now that, you know, we'll just have an argument once in a blue moon, and as soon as it's over, it's finished and it's done. It's just something that can't be controlled. But it happened again tonight, except tonight he was in the house and just heard every word and heard me at my, like, rock bottom sort of thing, and I was just livid, like uncontrollable. Like it's the first time that Tannah's actually stood in the room as sort of like, not protection, but he was just there to supervise, I suppose you could say. And you know, the fight was all over and done with after about half an hour of just screaming at the top of my lungs. And you know, he's in the lounge room with Zsa Zsa watching Peppa Pig, and at the end of it I just thought to myself, what is this guy doing with me? Like I just, you know, I look at myself on paper and I'm just the worst possible candidate for someone to spend the rest of your life with.
Like, I have all these mental issues, and I come with a child from someone else, and I can't have any more kids. I mean, you know, I'm not the easy choice. And I mean, he's not perfect, obviously. I mean, no one's perfect. And I'm not putting myself down and everything, but it just really put things into perspective of just how fucked up I am. And I know that part of it is the medication withdrawal sort of thing, just, but part of it is just me. And it's pretty scary that that's me. Like, I controlled myself and functioned without medication for 10 odd years. And then when Jaja came along, and when I was in hospital and they had to put all those drugs through me and I died and blah blah blah, I just, you know, like, I have just no control anymore. And I don't know, I don't know, guys, fucking hell. He's gonna stay with me, obviously. But yeah, I don't know, today was just really one of those horrible worst case scenario. I never wanted him to see me like that kind of days. So yeah, I haven't given you an update in a long time, and I'm not ashamed of myself. So I thought that I'd give you my worst day update, and yeah, thought I'd get some real shit back on the vlog. And apparently Mum and I are taking over the vlog for the next month. I don't know why, she just told me today. So how's that to start it off? I'm going to bed now. I just took my pills, and I've got about 10 minutes left before I pass out. So got to go brush my teeth and put my PJs on. Good night, guys.